Okay, that's great. And what happens at 5 p.m. on the Wednesday, I think, that you are
Oh,
sitting and
the
waiting?
stress happens on 5 p.m. on the Wednesday. Holiday. Yeah, so it's the call day for offers. So you have the call day for setting up the interviews, which is the first time you're going to be stressed and overwhelmed. And then you have the call day after this 3 days of interviews to tell if you got the placement. So usually the firms call at 5 sharp or 5:05 and 5:10 max. You should know if you got a position. That's what I was told. If it gets at 5:20 and you don't get a call, that's because you're not getting a summer job. Like everybody told me that, and then it was 5:20, 5:25, and then it had no calls. And I was so disappointed because like I studied so much for my government interviews. Like I tried so hard for them because as I said, like they're like exams. And there was one of them, the one I got hired into, that I was like, oh my God, I felt like that was the best oral exam I ever did in my life. Like how they're not calling me. And then when it was, I think 5:40, I got one call from them. And then when I was in the call with them and they offered me the position, I got another call at 5:41, 5:42 from another branch of the government. That branch wasn't to offer an interview, was to tell that I was like the next line. They would ask me to apply to Arkley, etc., which I didn't do in the end. But like my messages, like I got my job, my position at 5:45. Like at
Oh,
5:10, my friends were commemorating. They were all happy that they had a position, and I had nothing. And at 5:45, I was feeling like a failure. I was feeling like I couldn't get a job anymore, and that I just wasted, not wasted, but like that I wasted a month of my life doing those interviews. And then I got the call, and I got the position I wanted, my top position. So like my advice is like keep in mind that the game is not over until it's actually over. Like I don't know, there was a soccer player that used to say that, and I don't know his name, but like it's not over until after the 90 minutes plus the additional time. So keep in mind that when someone is given a position on 5 o'clock, they have 24 hours to think on it. So if that person doesn't know what they want of their lives and they have more than 2 or 3 options, they might hold those offers for 24 hours. And you might actually not listen to them until the next day. That is not usually what happens because the firms, they don't pressure the students, but they remind them that there are other students that are anxious, that want positions. And normally the students tend to be nice to each other and make a decision, at least within a reasonable time. But it can also happen that you wait for an hour. Like I almost waited for an hour. So you have to keep in mind that it's not over. Like it is unlikely that you get a call after 5:40. Like most people get at 5, but it's not like don't be upset and thinking that it's over.